I'm here. Hey guys, how are you? Sorry, I was just organising things. I have to organise it because sometimes it's a little bit difficult when you're on your own to share out the lives, etc. So please, if you can, share us out and put in your donations. I've already got one, so that's good. From um, Ellie O'Connor. 14. Guys, when you put your donations through, just make sure that it is the equivalent of 15 US dollars, and put it through as family and friends, because otherwise PayPal tend to take out a lot of the fees on top of that. So just bear with me while we get things going. Just want to say hello to a few people and get my bearings here. Where are we? Hello, Ellie. Yes, I got your donation, Ellie, so that's good. Hi, Tatiani. How are you? Let's have a look. Tatiani, I can't donate today, but I'm in need of guidance if you feel drawn. Tatiani, just leave that with me, and we'll see how we go. Ellie donated. Jill Kitson, hello, how are you? Please come and say hello to me. I can see you guys all sitting in the background there, so please come say hello to me so that I can see you. Hey, Brianna, I hope you're resting your back. Hi, Chandra, how are you? Hi, Nicole. Sorry, Nicole. How are you? You good? Yes, I am well. Thank you, Jill. Thank you for asking. Hello, Christine McRae. How are you? I'm laying on your bed. Yeah, okay. Good for you, Brianna. Just take the load off your spine at the moment, and lay down. Have they given you any exercises to do, Brianna, to help strengthen the muscles around where they did any work? Always lovely to see you. Always lovely to see you on your lives too, Chandra. Really, it is. Okay, so if there's any newbies here, please make sure that you like or follow my page before asking for any readings. That would be really good. I have no idea what today is going to bring. It was a sort of a spur of the moment thing. Usually I reserve Tuesdays and Fridays for my lives. Fridays is always a definite, but Tuesdays is either nothing, meditation, or a live. And today I decided to do a live. So there must be somebody out there that needs to have a message. Not yet. I have a doctor's appointment next Tuesday. Okay. A heat pad. Okay. All right, because I use heat pads. I use heat pads instead of electric blankets at night time, Brianna. So that always helps me because my feet tend to get really cold, and I don't like cold feet. Um, just follow. I'm desperate to hear from my fiance. He passed away in December. Just bear with me, Alexa. Just stay here, and we'll see how we go. Just takes me a little while to get into the mediumship side of things. So if I'm drawn to you later, I will. Otherwise, you can put in a donation for an in-depth reading to the value of, if not more, 15 US dollars. Just you can pop that through in Australian dollars if you want. Hi, Christine McRae. Hey, Lockie, how are you? Going to see some snakes? Oh, snakes. No, no, no. Well, you deserve it. You've been working very hard. So you go for it and have a good time. And thanks for popping in to say hello. Ellie, just remind me later, Ellie, the questions that you've got to ask. Lockie's going to see some snakes. No, no ant bites this time, Lockie. Okay. Hey, Penny, how are you? Thank you for tagging her, Janra, because I kind of had a quick word with her this morning, and I'm not quite sure what she's doing for the rest of the day. Well, they would be. You've done a lot of work. Love snakes. Have fun. Not really. No, I don't like snakes. They're cold and they're not inviting, and they just wrap themselves around things, and I don't know if I like that. I'm good, thank you, Evelyn. Just letting people come in here at the moment, so just let me know how you're doing on your path today. Penny, I saw your video this morning of where you were near the river or the running water, and I couldn't help but notice on the other side of the running water how steep it was, the embankment, and that just kind of I had to ask myself, is that how far the river or whatever it is that you're standing on has gone down? I had a rose boa. Oh, that must be a snake. That must be meant for you, Lockie. I had to see 6 of them today, 3 not so nice ones. Ooh. Oh, not happy, Jan. No, Lockie. How good she. Oh, yes, I always forget to take her. My mum is in the hospital. Oh, Evelyn, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hi, Mila. How you doing? Boa constrictor. No. No, Lockie. Oh, I don't know. You have to ask. Oh, Penny. Yes, it's from the Ice Age. It's a valley that I'm down in. Wow. I hope your mum's okay, Evelyn. At the moment, I'm just feeling like there's a lot of people struggling today. It feels like the energy is really heavy. It feels like it's really grounding. It feels like you're being grounded in Mother Earth, and it just, like you want to feel a lot lighter, but it feels like it's very heavy and grounding. So, when today must be a special day, I'm not sure, because I looked up the numbers 21, 3, 23, and they add up to 11. So it's got to be a day, and I think it precedes tomorrow, which apparently is another special day. She has lots of issues going on right now. You just be there for her, right? Just put your hands on her, Evelyn, and just send her healing energy. That's what she needs from you at the moment. I always wanted to see a boa in its natural habitat, but don't have them here. My favourite snakes are reticulated python or oh God, you talk about it like they're little toys, Lockie. Oh, no, no. He knows how much I don't like snakes. I mean, okay. I'm not scared of them. I just prefer not to be around them. They're a little bit like spiders. Hey, Sonia. Glad to have you here in the background. Okay, let's check this PayPal and see what's going on. Okay, so we only have one donation here at the moment, And as I said, please, people, when you put your donation through, can you please just make sure that you put them through as friends and family and to the equivalent value in Australian dollars of 15 US dollars. That would be really good. And all, as you can see, scrolling along the bottom here, all of the donations that I receive go to the Anti-Child Trafficking Fund every month. I've been doing this for nearly a year now, probably longer than that, and it's going towards a great cause. So, your money is being put forward, so to speak. It's being paid forward. When you're ready, Ellie. Lucky it moved. It was supposed to. Mum threw my pet snake at me once. She's not a fan either. Ooh. I don't even know if I could pick it up and throw it. That's actually quite funny, Sonia. It moved and it wasn't supposed to. I probably do the same thing, except I don't know. I've only held a snake once, okay, and it felt cold and it felt weird and it just was like it didn't feel right. It must have something to do with a previous life. I don't know, because as a kid I was outside all the time. Never ever came across one snake. Go figure. I always brought home snakes as a child. Cool. You and Lockie should get on well then. And you threw it like a ball. Go you, go you. It's a beautiful cause. That's why I try to donate even when I don't ask for a reading because I admire your cause. Yes, so do I, Tatiani. And the people that I send it to, they're a very small group of people. Thank you, Ellie. They're a very small group of people, and the money is not dwindled away in admin fees or anything. It goes directly towards the cause. So, thank you for everybody who does put the funds through, because that's my way of paying it forward by exchanging energy with you to do your reading for you. I then pay it forward to the group or the cause. Yes, yes, Ellie. Thank you so much. My snake bite left the tooth in my foot. Oh, really? Well, he's not going to bite anybody anymore, is he, Penny? Serve that purpose. Um, my niece Ashley had one, and it got out without the couch when my son ran into the bedroom and out of the. Ooh, okay. Not good. Not good. Hi, Kirsty. How are you? No, I'm not sure if it's funny. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'd do if I saw a snake. I'd probably freeze in my own home. I'd get my feet up off, and if it went underneath the couch, that would be it. I'm calling Lockie's sister. Yep, she's coming down. And I'll go stay in a hotel until it's found. Issues with the connection. Cutting in and out. Oh, Sonia, just go all the way back out and come back in. I had trouble this morning on Jamie's live as well. Maybe guides are showing me it's time. No, no, Lockie, no. You have to take care of yourself first. All right. Once you've got everything taken care of in that department, then maybe you can go out and find another snake. You just keep releasing them, okay? Don't keep them. All right. Okay. All right. So, I'm gonna watch from YouTube's better. Yes, there's not so many comments over there, Mila. You have other plans before the snakes. Yes, he does. He does, Sonia. He does. All right, people. Okay, so two more likes or two more love hearts or whatever at the top of the live, so that we've just had a few more people come in. So just don't forget to like or love the live. And also, if you are new, um, sorry, I'm just linking in with Ellie's energy at the moment. If you're new to the page, please go through and like my page as well. Okay, so Ellie, let's get into you. I mean, let's do your reading for you. So you were saying you wanted um Ellie, I don't know how old your son was when he passed, but he's presenting to me as a teenager. Yeah, that's he's presenting to me as a teenager. Um, when you're saying he's having trouble with his hands, um, it feels like pins and needles, like the circulation isn't there. He's 17, yeah. He cannot use both hands. Has he had his spine checked, Ellie? Has he been to get his spine checked? I just feel like they're just showing me something curling around a section of a nerve or the spine. I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but it feels like it's, at the top of his spine somewhere. And it just seems, as you said, it's affecting his hands. He's got no use of his hands, but I'm just picking up, they're showing me something is wrapped around a nerve or something on the spine or near the spine. Um, Hi, Olive. Hey, Crystal. In the school for 5 months. No, he can't do the school. Is he able to keep up with it through homeschool or, when they give him assignments, can somebody type them out for him? So they did an x-ray. Yeah. Does it have anything to do with him hitting his artery? Does it have anything to do with hitting his artery? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, Ellie. I just see something wrapped around it. It feels like a nerve to me, um, or somewhere near the spine, somewhere near the intersection of that. It just feels like it's being covered, and it isn't. The energy isn't coming through in order for him to use his hands. He was sparring. Okay, all right, and it was his neck. Okay. Um, Yeah, what Sonia said, an MRI would show. Are you in Australia, Ellie? Need to ask for US. Yeah. This is not that long ago. Did you say to me before? Oh, okay, 5 months, no school for 5 months. We are backed up with getting a doctor. When you say backed up, does that mean that you're struggling to find a doctor to look into his situation, or you finally got one? Okay. Do you guys visit chiros there very often? Because it may be as simple as his neck being put out. If he was sparring and he's landed in such a way that it's affected his spine, it could be impeding on a nerve. But you have to just make sure that it's a good chiro. All right, don't go to any chiros. Chiros had a really bad name a little while ago. When I say a little while, I mean years. I go to one myself, but you have to make sure that they're reputable. Yes, or acupuncture, yes, because something is inflamed, something is it's not right, something isn't right, and I'm being told that he will get through this, and that it's probably causing him a lot of anxiety at the moment, and it's also causing you anxiety because you don't know what the outcome is. Insurance covers acupuncture. Okay, so get the acupuncture done. Okay, there's nothing wrong with having acupuncture while you're waiting for everything else to fall into place. Um, and even as Sonia said, get an MRI done. Make sure that you go and see somebody that can look at this X-ray properly, or even take an X-ray to your chiro and find out what's happening with that. Um, Ellie, I just, where are you? He had a career. He has. I want you to remember that he has a career in music. All right, he has a career in music, not had. Had means past tense, and that means that you don't feel that there's any future happening for you there. All right, so you say he has a career in music. So yes, he is using both of his hands, but he can't at the moment. All right, at this point in time, something is happening. Um, the anxiety that I'm picking up from the two of you is fairly radical, and it's like I'm just feeling that the two of you are feeding off each other with this anxiety. So somebody, and you as a parent, may have to step up and sort through that anxiety in order to be able to help him, because that's what we do as parents. We step out of our emotions so that we can help. Um, but he is anxious because he can't use his. Is he feeling like he's got pins and needles? Because that's what I'm picking up. It feels like pins and needles. It feels warm to touch. No. It feels cold to touch. But it just feels like when you stand up on your legs and you've had them crossed for a little while, and you feel that there's no strength in them. That's what I'm picking up for him. Yes, pins and needles. That's what I picked up way back at the very start. So the fact that he's feeling these pins and needles. Sorry, my guides are just stepping in. Um, the pins and needles just tells me that something is covered. Something is. They're showing me it being covered because that's their way of saying to me it's not working properly. The blood or whatever it is, the energy is not being fed through to the places where they're supposed to go. So I would definitely look into maybe chiropractor having a check of his, looking at the X-rays, and just make sure he got hit in the okay. He got hit in the carotid artery. I think that's what it is, isn't it? Um, So he may have done some damage to that, but this is something that is repairable. My guides are telling me that this is, and please remember that I'm not a doctor. Okay, this is just what I'm seeing. I'm not saying that this is something that is permanent. I'm saying that this is something um, that can be fixed, that he can work with. Um, I'm still also picking up the spine. No, he's not getting a proper blood flow penny. Absolutely. Um, okay. Um, Ellie, what you could do for him, because you're a parent of him, you could possibly send him some healing through that particular area. You can, if you can't be near him when he's asleep in his room because he's a 17-year-old, he just probably doesn't want his parents around. But if you can send him healing through your, uh, just send him healing from the universe. Uh, find the white light, find that healing energy and send it in to that whole neck area, right, that whole area. And just imagine that you've surrounded it in white lights. Imagine that the white light is being infused into that particular area and is exploding outwards. And it's just decompressing the area that we're talking about. That would absolutely help. Um, yeah, make an appointment. Make lots of appointments, Ellie, because you can always unmake them. It's always harder. And why do I get the feeling that you're? I don't know what his name is. Why do I get the feeling that? Why does Jack come into this? I don't know. Who is Jack, Ellie? Who is Jack? Um, I get the feeling that he's putting pressure on himself, and yes, he is being negative about this at the moment because it's affecting him, and he can't finish things that he had. Jacob. Okay, he needs to somehow take this pressure off himself. And when you take him to, hey Vicky, when you take him to the doctors or the specialist, he's going to get answers, and that will help him bring in more positive energy for himself. Hi Caroline, how are you? He had a lot of friends. He has a lot of friends, Ellie, right? Has. Now, these people are probably, look, his true friends are going to stay around him. The ones that are not his true friends will drop off. Okay? This is what happens in life. Okay? Sometimes the people that aren't on our vibration just disappear from the scene. It doesn't mean that they didn't care. It just means that your son's vibration, Jacob. Is that his name, Jacob? Um, it just means that your son's friends um, were there for him, are not there for him anymore, and the ones that are staying there will be there for a lot longer, a lot longer. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just stay in the positive. Um, yeah. So he has a lot of friends. So change that mindset. All right, change the mindset, Ellie. Just make sure that you stay in that positive zone for him. All right, he needs you to step into that positive mindset. The look. Um, I'm being told that there were certain expectations that he had when he was playing music, and those expectations have now changed. That doesn't mean that he can't still want that for himself when this is all said and done. Okay, he just has to put it on hold for the time being because the universe wants him to look at something else in his life. Hi, Shawana, how are you? He does have, he has, he's put in so much effort, all right? So much effort. He's got the temperance card here, okay? He's finding it. What they're saying to me is he needs to look through a different pair of glasses at the moment. He needs to understand that when adversity comes into his life, this is how he's going to be able to work with it. And there is nothing worse for a musician to lose the use of his hands. All right. So he's being asked to work through the situations that he's got at the moment that he's being given to find a way through it. So, his adversity, his emotions that are all coming from this are all, um, they feel really bad for him. Um, so he has to learn to work through this in order to create that happiness or get that happiness back. So please have a think about that. And when you go back into this reading, I don't know, I started about 25 minutes maybe. I want you to just have a listen to that. Maybe show him. It's up to you what you tell him. And yes, he may have been one of the best ones in the state. He is still one of the best ones in the state, Ellen. Right? He is not finished with his music career. This is going to keep going. So he is still, he is one of the best in the state. I could take that both ways, so I'll let that one go. I think you meant that, in a way that is in the now. Um, he feels like he's lost a lot. All right, you've got the 4 of Cups here at the moment, and it feels he feels like he's lost a lot. And this is you here, right, and this is your son. And he's got his arms crossed at the moment, and he's thinking to himself, well, where the fuck am I supposed to go now? What am I supposed to do with all of these emotions that I'm being put through at the moment? I feel like I'm being put through the ringer. I feel like, there's just so much going on, and I don't know how to handle all this. He needs to remind himself that this is temporary, that it will pass. Okay? And perhaps, the sparring was just something that was that was a situation that was going to snowball for him into what's happening for him now. He has to stand up and be able to understand, believe that when he says, I am going to be okay, I am okay, that he will actually be okay. All right? This is temporary. This is not permanent. Yeah. Now, Ellie, so far as you're concerned, um, they're telling me that there are a few things that are happening around you at the moment where you need to stand your ground. Now, I don't know whether it's issues to do with your son, whether it's issues to do with your personal life just on your own, but you are just as important as the person that you're having these issues with. And I'm not talking about your son here. I'm talking about somebody else. There is a need for you to step up. There is a need for you to speak. Okay? There is a need for you to speak your truth and make sure that you step up and tell them exactly what's going on so that you can stand in your power. Right? This is who you are, both of these people. Oops. You are both of these. Sorry, you are both of these people here. So make sure that you stand strong. Um, who are these issues that you've got that are going on for people? Because whatever these issues are, you're going to actually resolve them because you'll be speaking up. Oh, hang on a minute. Wait on. Okay. If it's a friend, um, you need to speak up. You don't need to be forceful about it. You just need to speak up and tell them exactly how it is that you're feeling. Started charging thousands for readings. Wow, thousands. Started, you mean started charging people for readings or thousands of dollars for readings? Because there's a bit of a difference here. He blocked me on Messenger. Okay, if he blocked you on Messenger, which one was it, Ellie? I'm just picking up that this is not. Oh no, that's wrong. That's wrong. Okay, that's really wrong. You need to spend hundreds of hours talking to a person. And if he has blocked you, Ellie, that means he's probably done you a favour by blocking you. So I wouldn't even concern yourself about this anymore. He has shown you something. He has actually shown you uh, a part of himself, and his karma is coming. Okay, so you getting out of that and just being blocked on Facebook, he's done you a favor for an hour and a half or a half. No, that's just ridiculous. Well, for me as a reader, that's just outrageous. So it, you may feel that he's good, but charging that much for a reading just tells me that he feels like he's one step above everybody else, and that just doesn't happen. His karma will come. I had a vision of you in your eyes. Exactly, Vicky, who pays that much? He looked caught. Yeah. Karma will take care of him. You don't even have to worry about it, all right? You can watch and see how he's going, but you don't need his energy in your life. And if he's blocked you, let him block you. He's got a little ways to go. Ellie, you're actually making me feel a bit dizzy at the moment. So, what I want you to do is I want you to just stop and breathe. Just take a couple of really deep breaths because it just feels like you're a little bit off balance at the moment. Just take a couple of deep breaths, all right, and lower your shoulders. Even if you have to, put your arms behind your back and just like wind your hands like this and pull them behind your back to move your shoulders back. Okay, you need to just slow down and relax. But this person is not your friend, right? They may be an associate, but they're not your friend. And if they were your friend, were is the operative word here. That they're telling whatever has happened in the past has all led up to this situation, and it will be taken care of. I'm so sorry it broke your heart, Ellie, because you're a compassionate person and this is not what you needed. And if this has just happened recently, you're being pushed, you're being tried, you're being pushed through things that you never really wanted to imagine to have happened. So be gentle on yourself, be gentle on your soul, be gentle on your heart. Don't ever feel that you are not enough. All right? He has lots of things, or they have lots of things that they've got to learn from this, and you're not going to be a part of it. And perhaps one day they're going to come back to you and say, "Wow, I don't know whatever possessed me to charge people that amount of money. I don't know why I blocked you, but it is just meant to be this way." Your path's being cleared at the moment, Ellie, of all the people that no longer serve you. And this is also applies to your son as well. Your path is being cleared. Um, because you're going to be, they're making way for something new to come into your life. Ellie, do you have your own business, or are you in some sort of supervisory position? Because my guides are saying to me that you don't give yourself enough credit for being able to start a project and work through that project and make it work for yourself. Yes, and it's very egoic of that person. I can heal and I read people. Okay. All right. Good for you, Ellie. You just stay in that. All right. Stay in that zone. If you can heal. So before when I said to you, just be somewhere near your son, or have a photo of your son, or a candle, or whatever you need. Starseed Origins. Go for you. Go you. Go you. Maybe get into contact with me through my personal messenger, which is in the bio, by the way. Um, with your son, you need to send him a healing energy. Okay? you are quite the opposite of this supposed friend that you had. Right? And perhaps the two of you were introduced to each other so that they could learn something from you, and they haven't. An energy reader as well. Sounds like you need to come onto my life. Okay. Ellie, the other thing I'm picking up is, have you got some sort of contracts that you need to sign? There's a lot of justice coming your way, all right? And they're telling me that the karmic justice is going to happen as well, and all you need to do is just stand back and watch. Hey, Jamie, just step back and watch this. Read people from their eyes. Yes, that's an empathic quality, Ellie. Right? That's an empath because I can do the same thing. Insurance. Okay, all right. So those insurance papers, you just need to make sure that they're showing me the paperwork and they're showing me you flicking through the paperwork. But you just need to make sure that when you sign it, that it is everything that is to your benefit. All right. Make sure that you cross your T's and dot your I's with that. Have a good look through it. Okay, Brianna. Good night. The eyes are the key to the soul. Yes, they are. They tell a lot. And it's very hard for people to look at you, all right? It's very hard for people when they speak to look at the person that they're speaking to. So, if you can hold eye contact long enough, you can get to read them, okay? And if they can't look at you, sometimes it just shows that they don't want to show people who they are. So I kind of get what you're saying, Ellie. Um, Yes, which is hard. Sometimes, Penny, when I'm reading people, I like to I like to see their photos. And when people send me their photos, they send me filtered photos. And I don't want filtered photos. I want photos of who they are. And it shows what's going on. Ellie, was it you before that said you wanted something happening, that you wanted to talk about your health? Even though I'm not a doctor, I'm picking up that your energy isn't flowing as well, and perhaps you need to recenter, realign your chakras. Um, you have a lot going on in this 3D world that you need to attend to, so it's hard for you to make time for your spiritual energy, that your soul, your purpose. So make sure that you keep them in balance. Make sure that even if it's before you go to sleep at night, that you allow 5 to 10 minutes so that you can realign yourself. And before I started your reading, Ellie, I mentioned something about people feeling really heavy at the moment, and it's almost like I'm stuck to the ground. That means, we need to be earthed, we need to be grounded at the moment because there's a lot of shit going down. Yes, yes, Penny, that's exactly it. Sometimes it's just not meant to happen. Mind to eyes, a window to the soul. I understand that way. Yes, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Ellie, who is it that you're drawn to in your life? I'm talking about your son. You're drawn to somebody physically. Like there feels like there's a special person in your life. You like their energy. In fact, you love being around their energy. Somebody around you at the moment, Ellie, that they're saying to me that did you? I want you to give you a card, other friends. One in particular, Ellie, that you're drawn to. Now, this particular card jumped out of the pack, Ellie, so this must be for you. So what they're saying in this card is if you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. All right? So if this resonates for you, I want you to take it on board. Here we go. Because I want you to just be a little bit more like a tree and not like a slab of concrete. They want you to move with, they're showing me they want you to move with the breeze. They need you to allow yourself not to be so rigid about something. They want you to observe yourself and notice that sometimes when you are being stubborn, that you don't necessarily need to be stubborn. And the other idea about you feeling like you're not enough, that is also coming up for me. Um, Open yourself up to the fact that you are enough, Ellie. Okay? What does "ha" mean? Speak to me, woman. What does that mean? Um, I'm just being told that you don't feel like you're ever enough for people. That's exactly what I said. What's that? Exactly what you said. When did you say that? Did you say that on this live? Um, it just they're asking you to be more accepting of who you are, right? Because you are enough. And if you've got people around you at the moment that are telling you that you're not enough, geez, I feel like on Jamie's live this morning, she was saying the same thing to somebody else. I just there are people that feel like they're putting you down a few days ago at work. Okay, so it just feels like there's people that are putting you down and telling you that you could be doing better. And what I want to say to you is that you are doing the very best you can with the knowledge that you have and the circumstances that you've been given at the moment. And perhaps they could ease the fuck off because it's not nice when other people judge you for you doing your best. Okay, so perhaps this is the other part where I said to you before that you need to step up and talk to somebody and say, "Do you actually realize that you're triggering me? I don't understand why you're being so mean." Um, just give me a sec, guys. Just have to finish that up again. Oops, where are we? Um, so please make sure that you do that, whether it's at home or whether it's at work. It makes no difference. You are enough. And then again, they're talking to me about getting into that silence, get that silent moment, because you have forgotten that you also need to do this for your own spirituality. And when you give this to yourself through your spirituality, it will come through in your 3D life as well. That means if you have a partner, which I don't feel like you do, but if you do, it feels like you're alone in it. But it will come through and you'll be able to filter all of this through to your son and to every other part of your life. So please just take care of yourself with that side of things. All right. Go into a meditation and contemplate. Um, it can heal you. It's so healing when you go through that. Sorry, I'm just going through your comments here at the moment. It's exactly what you said a few days ago. But so true. Perfect reading. All right, Ellie, message me. Find in the comments, in the bio at the top of the live, you'll see my personal messenger. Don't put a friend request through because I don't actually answer the friend requests. I keep my personal page separate from my business page, so message me through there if you want to, and let's talk about this. Your son is going to be okay. You've got to start setting some limits for yourself as well. You can't do everything, Ellie. Okay, so ease up on yourself. All right, Ellie, do you have any questions for me? Your health. You need to drink more water. They're telling me you need to drink water, Ellie. Not sweet drinks. Not well. You can drink coffee or tea, but don't ease up on the sugar. They're telling me whatever that means. I don't know what that means, Ellie. They're saying ease up on the sugar. It's not helping you. If you can use honey instead. Your face is looking a bit better, people. Doesn't feel so dark today. No questions, Ellie? Oh my goodness me, that frightened the living daylight. Just give me a minute while I go sort out these dogs. Hang on. And if anybody wants to put through any donations, please do. I'm back. I'm trying to teach my dogs not to bark. The older dog's getting it, but the younger one pushing the limits. That's what kids do, right? That's exactly it, Sonia. I know. She's really, it's a sharp bark. Okay, Ellie, thank you for your donation. It will go towards the Anti-Child Trafficking Fund. Each month, for you guys that are new on here, oh, it's 1313. Each month, I send it across to the Anti-Child Trafficking Fund. Um, so whenever you get a reading from me, know that it's being paid forward. Okay, Penny, I'll put you down for a reading. Um, Okay, so while Penny's doing that, Evelyn, I was wondering if I could get a reading tonight. Evelyn, I can do a very quick reading for you, Evelyn. What questions have you got, Evelyn? Please, guys, don't forget to hit the love heart button so that they come across the screen for me. That will get the algorithms going for Facebook. Sometimes they forget to share me out to different places, and it feels like they could do a little bit better with that. And for that, I need your help. So just send the love hearts across. If you're on your mobile, just find the little love hearts or the care button, and come say hello as well. Okay, I got it. I got it. I was waiting to know who is around me. You've got a whole spiritual team around you at the moment, Evelyn. And it's not just one. They're showing me it's not an army, but you've got a lot of your ancestors around. It's almost like they're waiting for you to step up and do something that you were supposed to do. They're saying that you've got a spiritual team around you, and they're pushing you towards something, but you're not picking up some of the messages. That rubs my back and wants what I'm missing. Rubs my back and what I'm missing. I got it, Penny. I'll be with you in a second. Jamie, can you go make me a cup of tea, please? Um, Evelyn, your spiritual team. Something they're trying to get a message through to you, and you're not picking up the message. All right, they're waiting for you to do something. Is there something in your life that you have put off, or that you could move towards or into, that you feel you don't have enough expertise with? It's like they want you to step up and do this. It's almost like your ego is turning around saying to you, no, no, you're not good enough. You're not good enough, Evelyn. Uh, don't even bother with that. That's what this little monkey on your shoulder is saying to you. What I want to say to you is that you are good enough. You have to cultivate that gratitude. You are good at being of service to people. Oh, Tatiana, I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea when I finish the live. So, Evelyn, where are you? And somebody's being mean to you as well. Like they're being mean spirited. Not your spiritual team, but somebody around you is being mean spirited. Maybe it is that your ancestors or your spiritual team are asking you to stand up for yourself. My readings, I stopped doing them. Okay. All right, so that's where they're pushing you. And what okay. You stopped reading because somebody told you that you weren't good enough. Now it makes sense. All right? You are good enough, Michelle, Evelyn. You are good enough. You have to know this, all right? You are doing the best you can with the knowledge you have. You know, as a reader, every time, even before I come onto my lives, I say to myself, "Wow, you know, what's going to happen on this life? How are things going to happen?" But I always say to myself, "It's going to be okay." Right? You have to be humble towards yourself. You have to show yourself humility. You have to know that you're okay and get this fucking ego out of the way. All right, get the egoic self out of the way and get whoever it is that maneuvered you into stop doing your readings, whether it was yourself or whether it was somebody else. They need to go. That needs to go. All right. Is it yourself that was telling you this, Evelyn, or was it somebody else? Just English breakfast for me, please, Jenny. And I'll have it strong. No milk and one honey. Okay, all right. So this has got to do with this little monkey, this little lizard that's sitting on your shoulder at the moment. All right, you need to remind yourself
tell it to back the fuck away. Tell it to go away and leave you alone. Tell it you acknowledge what it said and that it is no longer a service to your higher self. Right? So you need to have more trust in your own abilities. And we all go through this, Evelyn. We all do this as readers, as spirit, healers, as readers, as light workers. We all go through this, but you have to keep going through this. You have to keep pushing yourself and knowing that you are doing the very best you can. So what I want you to do is I want you to pick up your cards again and I want you to start reading for somebody again, right? And know that you have the ability to do this. You were not given this gift and for you to take it away from yourself. You have to start working with it again. You're muffled tonight. I'm muffled? And people, am I muffled? Maybe it's because I haven't got my speaker up enough. Yes, I think very good as well. Yes, Penny, we have to get together again, three of us. I missed this month as well. Not, okay, all right. Okay, stop doubting yourself, Evelyn. All right, I need you to believe in yourself. You need yourself to believe in yourself. And every morning when you wake up, you need to say, I am going to have a great day. You need to put that smile on your face. You need to get out of bed and you're going to say, I'm going to have a great day. And yes, I'm going to pick up my cards and I'm going to read for somebody. All right? So give in. Don't let that ego run your life. They're also telling me, Evelyn, through this particular card, that you are people pleasing at the moment. Oh, Jamie, why does this sound like I'm a duplicate of your live this morning? Right? They're asking you to stop people pleasing, Evelyn. They're asking you to focus on yourself, right? Focus on who you are and understand that you have these abilities for a reason. You're not meant to be held back with these abilities that you have, with these gifts that you've been given. The people are sent to you, and especially your ego. They're saying to me, your ego is sitting on your shoulder, and you're letting your ego run your life. You have a full house. I don't quite know what that means. I have to go, maybe go on. My phone won't stop. Okay, Sonia, thanks for coming in. When you say you had a full house, you had a full house. I'm not quite sure what that means, okay, so just please, sometimes you just have to sit back and let them do whatever it is that they need to do. Stop people pleasing with them and start pleasing yourself first. Make yourself a priority. I take it you've lost people, family, and friends. Aww. See, and when you say that, Evelyn, I get my guides coming in saying that you have this need to be needed. What they're saying is you also need to be there for you. Okay, Evelyn, that was for you. I hope that resonates with you. Please just go back and have a listen to this. Um, that was just a shorter reading. I do apologise for that. But we've got another one up at the moment for 5 more. So Penny is your caregiver, but you can caregive for yourself. You forget yourself, Emily. You can't forget yourself. As a caregiver, that is the most important job that you've got. But they also want you to care for yourself first, so that you can continue giving to other people. Penny.
Yes, Tina, I can. Love and light to you, Evelyn. Love and light. If you see me scratching my nose, guys, it's just because it's itchy from all of that cream that I've been putting on it. Um, Penny, Penny, do you have any questions? Look, the reason why I smiled when I thought about you just now was, leaning into your energy, and it was they're saying to me, you're more in alignment with yourself than you have ever been in for such a long time, and you're actually, and now they're showing me that tree near your house. Right, sorry, I just have to write this down. And they're showing me that you're actually, it feels like you're talking to this tree. It feels like you're changing the way you were thinking about this tree. It feels like you're changing your perspective. It feels like you've shifted. You've made some sort of shift and you're more open to receiving this to talk to it. Okay. I got this as well. Um, all right, so Penny, um, okay, so they're talking to me about journaling. They're showing me you journaling, but they're saying when you finish with your journal, if it's something that you need to remove from your field of energy, that you need to burn it outside and cleanse it back into the earth. That's what their words are. And so if you've written anything that you need, that you're thinking about at the moment, that you're dealing with, whether there's a negative if there's something negative happening around you at the moment, they're asking you to journal it, to write it down, and acknowledge what the message is that it's been given to you. Find the trigger in that. If it's triggering you, then they want you to, once you've acknowledged it, they want you to burn it and send it back into Mother Earth. They want you to just burn it with Mother Earth again. So burn it and then perhaps bury it back into the earth. Yeah. And that's what they're just telling me. I mean, I use the words you're in alignment with yourself, but what they're saying to me now is realignment. Okay, very old. I've just emotional. I don't know why. Okay, so put just all I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes and just keep going back until you figure out what the trigger is. All right? Figure out what that trigger is. Um, I want to tell you what it is, but they're telling me that I can't. I feel like I can't. I feel disconnected. Because I feel disconnected. Penny, I feel disconnected sometimes. I mean, I feel disconnected from other people a lot of the times because sometimes it just feels like they don't understand who I am. Um, you don't have to be around people. Okay? That disconnect is there for a reason. You're meant to work on your own for a reason at the moment. There's still a part of you that are not identifying yet. They want you to use the ego itself and the heart centered self. They want you to use both of those together. They want you to work them in harmony with each other. Penny. Give who homework? Chiquita? Penny? I just gave her some. Right? She has to figure out what the trigger is. That tree's a part of me. It was a protector. Yeah. Is that
Is that why you're feeling emotional because of this tree? See now, I've just again, I can't believe this. I shuffled this deck, right, and I came up with this card again. People pleasing card. Yeah, speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. I'm not sure if you found a job or not, Penny, but I'm just picking up that this has got to do with yourself, accepting who you are. Yeah, you are, Jane. You are so. You are. Don't lie. Yes, there you go. Right. Sorry, I just saw that. Um. Okay. So who was it? Okay. If you're giving me, sorry, Penny, they're just taking me back to the age of 7 years old. Who told you that you weren't good enough at the age of 7? Somebody, somebody told you that you weren't good enough, and they're giving me age 7. Something happened when you were really young, and this is something that keeps triggering you to tell you that you're not good enough. At around the age of 7, Penny, and this is your work that you need to do. This part of the inner child work, Penny. I'm just seeing your inner child like all she wants is to be accepted by the older part, the older version of who you are. It was said a bit, teacher's dad, teacher's new dad. Okay, it's still here, it's still here. It still feels like it's part of you and that you haven't worked through that. You haven't released it. They want you to start working with that. As hard as this is going to be there, they want you to start working with this. They want you to say to yourself, I accept who I am because I am a beautiful person. And not just saying the words, they need you to understand the words and feel the words. Now all we've got to do is get you to believe that. Because on some level, there's still that inner child of yours saying to you that you're not going to where that this torment comes in. You know, you were always told as a child, or particularly, I don't know what happened. They keep saying to me that the year, seventh year of life, seventh year of life. Penny, for some reason, they're taking me back to when your mum was pregnant with you. Were you a planned pregnancy, Penny? Do you know from your parents whether you were a planned pregnancy? I just I just pick up that that I can hear this muffled voice on the outside saying something like this wasn't supposed to happen this way. Okay, that explains it then. You need to find somebody that can take you back to these places before you were born and at the age of 7. All right. Um, I'm just hearing muffled voices. This is not the way I planned things. This is not the way that this was supposed to work. Um, what are we going to do about it? No, I was not supposed to happen. Okay. All right. So you are filtering all this information into your subconscious, Penny. You were hearing this. You know how they say to people, make sure that you um, speak lovingly to your baby while it's in the womb, so that they can feel the love. I don't get this impression that you felt the love while your mother was pregnant with you. I get the impression that it was something that was your mother um, couldn't have you, couldn't have the terminate, couldn't have the pregnancy terminated. It's true. Yes, but and you heard, you heard this going on. You felt the vibration of what they were saying, right? But just remember, and this is the part that I want you to put at the front of everything, right? Even though you've heard all of this, I want you to remember that this was part of your contract. This was part of the things that you came here to resolve, to know that you're enough, to understand that you're enough, and that they are your triggers. Whoever it was at the age of 7, whoever it was that was, your dad, a sister of your mother, I don't know who it was. They're just showing me a few people. Mum and I never had a strong relationship, but in the end you did. Yes, yes. You grieved the right way. You did that the right way for you. I understand that. But it's still triggering you. It's still triggering your heart. Okay? This is probably why there are messages that are coming through to you that you're filtering through, and it's not quite. It just feels like I'm not enough. Right? You are enough, and they're giving me the song "We Shall Overcome." I don't even know, if I can play it in the background or not, but it's just got that song "We Shall Overcome." If you can find that on YouTube, they're just giving me those words, so that must be a song that says that. I'm pretty sure there is, but I don't know what the words are. So everyone has said it at one time or another. Yes, Penny, but do you see what you've written there? My guides are just stepping in saying that you're on your way to believing it, you just don't completely believe it. Yeah, love thyself first. We all know how hard that is. We all know how hard that is. Surrender to the magic of who you are. Where are you? Come on. We all have a magic within us, even the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with the uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. And I drew that card after I said what I said. Your ego is pushing back. Your ego um, is resisting change. And so you push back harder with your heart. And push back harder with your heart. Yes, I get it. I get it. the amount of times that I've sat in my lounge and I've said to myself, why is it that, I give so much to people and I feel like I get it back. I used to say that a lot to myself, and now I resign myself to the fact that sometimes, just sometimes, I'm allowed to give and not expect anything back because that's just who I am. Penny, whose birthday is coming up? You've got some sort of special event coming up shortly, and they're saying birthday, like it may not be a birthday, but it feels like a special event that's coming up. And they're saying that you're going to really enjoy it, but you're also going to shed a tear or two. I don't know what that means. Ah, okay. Okay, so you've got some sort of anniversary coming up. And that may be why, it's going to be a special event and they're saying that you're also going to be shedding a tear or two. But it's not tears that are bad. And it feels like a happy, a sense of peace cry. And mum's death in June. Okay. Okay, so what they're asking you to do with the death of these two people is to shine some light on this. Okay, they want you to remember the good things about what each one of those people had in their life, instead of the fact that they parted ways or they exited this life. They want you to remember the good parts, right? And that's what they're saying about this peaceful time. It's okay. And I want you to smile while you're thinking about this. I want you to smile while you cry so that you can change that perspective of what it is. You have been doing that right now. Okay. I can just see you looking down, I can see you in your place, your happy place down by the water. And I can see you looking down at the water thinking, I've shed so many tears, or, that the water is just reminding me of how many tears I've shed. And then all of a sudden there will be a tear in your eye and you'll look up and you've got this smile on your face. It's just so peaceful. I always smile when you cry. Okay, right. You smile. It's obviously something that they're showing you that is meaningful for you. Okay, Penny, and then just close the door on me. But before they close the door on me, I had to just take one more card out of the deck. Surrender to your intuition. I'll just wait for it to. I can't get it to. It says tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. Oh, you're teaching somebody at the same time, Jamie. What are you teaching them? You're so welcome, Penny. You're so welcome. And thank you for your donation. You know where it's going. Okay? I'm not too, Penny. Reach out if you ever want to chat. Uh, we can talk about that. It's intriguing that took me back to, when my mum was pregnant. and the fact that it was unplanned. I just, you know, you heard that. You're so welcome, Evelyn. You're so welcome. My bestie here was asking for clarity on a ancient Hindu ancestor. I'd like to see. Oh, okay. Very cool. Please, guys, don't forget to send your love hearts across the screen for me. Keep sending them through. I have to work on the child part, yeah. That's hard sometimes, Penny. I did a course many years ago called John Bradshaw, and I'm pretty sure he is still on YouTube if you find him. So it's John Bradshaw, Bradshhaw. He does some excellent work on inner child, and I believe that there may be a series of them. So I did kind of like a 12-step group through that with other people, and like I said, it was a long time ago, and things came out that I didn't even really understand would have affected me, but they did, and I worked with them. So whenever I look or start to feel like I'm not enough, I just close my eyes and know that that's that part of me, that little person inside of me that is looking up to me saying, look, if you give me, right, step up, I need to be the adult and let the inner child cry. So my face isn't moving on my life that I'm into. Am I still moving, guys? I had trouble on Jamie's live this morning as well, and I'm still having trouble on my own live on my second device. Seriously. Oh, there we go. I can see me now. Oh, it's probably back then. Yeah, yeah. Work through it. Work through the triggers. Work all the way back until you find out what it is that trigger is, and then work with that feeling. You are muffled here. Okay. Am I still muffled, or is it because of the music I've got playing in the background, which I will pause? Hang on, where are we? And I'll take that off. I don't like myself being big on the screen. Is that better? Penny? Spirit has us in the same part of the realm today. Yes, I know, Jamie. I said to somebody else at the start of the live before you came on, I feel like I'm repeating myself through Jamie's live this morning. I could not get over it. It felt like I was saying the things that you were saying. It wasn't deliberate. It wasn't. Okay, well, I'll keep that music off then. Maybe I'll play the bagpipes next time. Who knows? All right. Okay, Chiquita, are you here? You put through. Oh my God, I can hear you. Okay, maybe the music was too loud in the background. Okay, all right, understood. I got it. The synchronicities are getting more and more. That was for for Jamie. Oh, how interesting, Jamie. Fuck, guys. You're putting the pressure on. Readers don't like reading for each other. You do know that, don't you? I was always in trouble when I donate. I can't ever get them to go through until 4 or 5 try. I always have trouble with the donate. I don't know why, Evelyn. Nobody else is having any issues with it. I'm not quite sure why.
Where are you? She was thrown under the bus today. Let's see where. I don't see when Jamie goes live. No, Tina. Sometimes it's Jamie has a group, and I don't think a lot of people can see her live. So you'd have to talk to her about that, right? It's only a very small group, from what I understand. She was thrown under the bus today. Well, here we go. Give her homework, Caroline. Can't wait for this reading, Penny. Thrown under the bus. That's very. Yeah, see, Jamie keeps telling me she's agoraphobic, which means that she doesn't like stepping outside of her house because she doesn't like the energies out there. And me as a reader, I don't particularly, and an empath, I don't particularly like walking outside of my front of my house either, but I have to get out. And being agoraphobic doesn't mean that you can be agoraphobic and hide behind it. Yes, but these things are sent to us, Jamie, for a reason. All right, we're meant to get through them. We're meant to be able to move through these issues, not use them as an excuse. So you take that on board however you want to take that on board. But, you can, instead of having your cup of coffee inside, perhaps you could take it outside and sit in the sun. They're telling me that you need more vitamin D as well. Jamie, vitamin D, sunning it. Sunning it, they're showing, sorry, the other guys brought up snakes this morning because I'm not into snakes, but they're saying sunning it like the snakes. You need to step outside and get some vitamin D because that will help your body as well. And now Jamie's gone because I'm talking here. Okay, so you, how do I say this? You've got some big decisions that are coming to you, Jamie. And it's almost like they're saying to me, it's like this life-altering decision. It's like, and it's not got to do with your agoraphobia, so don't stress about it too much. I lived outside as a kid and now I don't. I get that, Jamie. All right, I get that. But vitamin D is calling you. Vitamin D is calling you. The sun is calling you. They're asking you to ground outside, not on your back porch, all right? They're asking you to get onto the grass and ground. You are so connected, Jamie, and they want you to ground outside. I have to shed that snake skin, Jamie. Yeah. Well, I'm not quite sure what walking barefoot dirt. Yeah, this life-altering thing. It could have to do with your book. I don't know what it is, but they're saying that there's going to be a decision that you're going to be making shortly, probably within the next couple of months, that is going to change a lot of things for you. I don't know what decision this has got to do with, but they're just saying life-altering. Things are going to change dramatically for you, and it feels like it's centered around the home environment, which is where you do a lot of your work. So I'm not quite sure. Yeah, outside is my peace, literally, and I forget how connected my witch ancestors connect you. Yes, okay, well, they're asking you to reconnect with that, all right? I have Druid in my bloodline, and Druids believed in walking barefoot. So weird that you say that. That's how we ground. Okay, well then see, but this is what we do, Jamie. We put two and two together because I'm giving you the information, you're receiving the information, and you know exactly what to do with it. Okay, this is how it works. So, and you know that, all right? You know that. So, yes. Well, it doesn't matter whether it's a desert or whether it's greenery. They're just asking her to ground outside. It's like there may be because of the work that you do, there's overriding negative energies with you that you do deal with, by the way. But they're saying that you can get rid of a lot of this negative energy that you're carrying, or the energy that you work with, by grounding outside, regrounding, grounding. Even if you just sit there or you stand there, they want you to. Why are they showing me fire? They're showing me fire, Jamie. Why are they showing me fire? Do you have an affinity with fire? The earth is healing on my feet. Mother Earth Gaia gives me life when you touch her with her skin, because I'm in a season of burning. Okay. Talk to me about that. The season of burning. You mean within you? They're just showing me fire. They're showing me that you have an affinity to that. However that happens for you, they're showing me a fire. They're showing me you moving around the fire, you using the fire as an energy form. They're just showing me the energy of the fire. From above, they want you to take it from above, use the fire, work with the fire, and remove it through the earth. Does that make sense to you, Penny? Back to earth. They're saying back to earth. It needs to go back to earth. They're saying that the fire is something that you have not worked with for a while. Yes, so a season of burning is literally burning things that no longer suit you. And so I am burning things that no longer suit me and using energy, as you have just said, to help me. Okay. Makes sense to me, but you meant Jamie. Yes, no, that's fine. If it resonates for you, Penny, you take it on board, all right? Because you've got some burning of your own to do, Penny. But for Jamie, this has also got to do with energy. That they're just showing me fire energy. And as I say fire energy, what appears? I want you to look at the picture, not so much what it is. I mean, the whole card talks about unhealthy relationships, that you need to let them go, and that which no longer serves you, which you've just said, including of unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and be surrounded by positive people. Jamie, this so feels like you're alive this morning, all right? Perhaps you could take that on board for yourself. All right, and as you said, you're doing a lot of you're shifting a lot of stuff out of your life at the moment. Unhealthy relationships. My guides are also saying that there are parts of you that still remain, that still need to be dealt with, that you're not dealing with, that you refuse to deal with, that you could deal with, that would make things a lot easier for you moving forward when your heart doesn't feel like it's on fire. And I'm going to forget everything that I've said here. The fire element I have avoided, and it's not good for me. Sorry, I just saw that. For me in my energy to avoid my elements. I am now embracing my sister fire element and using it to heal and burn which no longer serves me. Wonderful. Oh, smirking. Yeah, well, that smirk was deliberate because some people find it hard to read Jamie. I don't really find it hard to read Jamie. I love Jamie. Jamie's my go-to person. She's just beautiful. And I just, when I connect with the energy, I just love being in that energy. But I'm also feeling Jamie for some reason. I don't know what it is, but I'm at this particular moment, I feel very vulnerable. I feel very emotional. I feel like someone has triggered you. I feel like I
I want to step away from that. I feel like I'm not good enough. It's an emotion. It's coming up for me. So I'm sitting in your emotions at the moment. Now you're pushing it away. Your ex called. Okay. It's the fire. My ex called wanting to get back together, and it triggered me. Okay, all right. So this must have just happened, Jamie, because I feel I just it makes me feel less than. It makes me feel emotional. It makes me feel triggered. It makes me feel all sorts of emotions that I don't want to feel. All right. And they're telling me that these emotions, you're pushing them away now, which is why I kind of sat in that emotion, and then all of a sudden I was gone. It was like, oh, Jamie's flipped a switch. Either that or she's given it to an altar. But I just feel like you've stepped out of that because it doesn't serve you. It made me feel very less than, and I am not good at these emotions. Nobody's good at being feeling like they're rejected or that they're not good enough. Especially, Jamie, when you have to work with these on your own, all right? That there isn't anybody that you can talk to about these emotions. So very hard to deal with, all right? So very hard to deal with. They're telling me that even if you went back to the relationship, that the relationship would more likely not work because your ex has not learned how to grow with change. Sorry, wrong one. I'm just proud of myself that I am not in that toxic place where I would have taken my ex back yet. Okay, all right. So that's where I'm getting this from. You can comment, Sue. I can see you. Okay, Jamie. My guys are asking you to put your shoulders back and remind yourself of who you are. I'm not talking about the loss that this guy has suffered, because you are a beautiful human being. But they want you to take a few deep breaths and just remove that negativity. All right. And I'm not asking you to go outside in the heat, or I don't know what time it is for you over there. You know what I'm like. But they're just saying you need to just step back from this and understand that the decision that you made was just so right. You did not. You could never. It's the same with anybody. You can't make a mistake. You made the right decision for yourself. And, you know, he needs to be accountable for his part in the breakup, Jamie. And my guides are telling me that he still doesn't understand what he did, which is why he keeps asking you back. I'm not doing the free readings at the moment, Nicola, but if you hang around, I may. So I'm so over accepting less than I deserve, and people who treat me badly. Yep. But you don't allow them to treat you badly because you have firm boundaries set into place, right? And that's what it's about. Take your ass outside and sit on the porch. No, not on the porch. No, we need to go outside and ground, Chiquita, not on the porch. And yes, it may be wood, all right, and maybe be able to ground somehow through that, or imagine yourself grounding, but she needs to go outside and ground, and she needs to use this flame. She needs to use the fire from above. They're sending it to you. They want you to use that, Jamie. They want you to bring it within, and they want you to allow it to be transmuted through Mother Earth.
Jamie, they're saying to me that this less than feeling is causes you more emotional upset and stress than what you care to admit. And it does for me as well. When I get blindsided by somebody, it just sends me into a tears, and I tend to disappear for a couple of days until I've worked through it. They're saying that it causes you more stress than what you're willing to admit, and I just see that it's my daily feeling. Yeah. So they're saying to me, Jamie, that it's okay for you to feel sad, just the same as it is for you to feel happy. But, sometimes we sit in sadness, but they're saying to me, sitting in sadness, why? And they're just asking the question to people here, not just for you, Jamie, but why do people feel that it's wrong to sit in sadness? This is where growth happens. This is what they're saying to me. So it is okay to sit in sadness. It is okay to feel that emotion because you grow through it. Yes, exactly, Chiquita. So you sitting in sadness is fine. You sitting in sadness is okay, as long as you understand the sad feelings and that it doesn't control you, right? Because that's not what your body needs. I'm trying to learn to understand the sadness. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I sit in sadness a lot too, Jamie, so I kind of get that. A lot of empaths do sit in sadness, but the thing is understanding that sadness, that's the whole point of sitting in it. Understand the sadness and understand that it's okay to sit in that. Right? You don't have to have that happy smile on your face all the time. Just what you were saying this morning to somebody else. You don't always have to put that fucking smile on your face, all right? Sometimes it is okay to sit in sadness because it is a feeling, it is an emotion. That's just where you are, and that is okay. Maybe that's what you're meant to experience in this particular lifetime, more of the sadness and less of the happiness. Maybe you were so happy in a previous life that, this lifetime that they've given you to experience is sadness. So, as hard as we people try to push sadness away, it may not be the right thing. I've sat in sadness for a lot longer than that, Penny. A lot longer than that. But I tell you what, it's taught me so much. This last life was brutal for sure. Yeah, absolutely, Jamie. Like I keep saying to you, you've dealt with so much more than the average person has dealt with. But I learned so very much in agony and pain and despair. Yep, yep. I'm reminded of you every time I send money to my child trafficking, anti-child trafficking. Every single time, Jamie. All right? Every single time. Sorry, I just have to stop the cam. Just taking a moment, guys. Breathing. I'm breathing. I think about you, Jamie, when I send the money on. I'm still here, guys. I'm just collecting myself. I'm putting my shoulders back and I'm going to be okay. Not often I do that on live anymore. Okay. Yeah, your energy is a lot right now, Jamie, but I think it's always a lot. You were so powerful this morning for, I can't even remember who it was that you were reading for, but you actually released a lot with that reading. Yeah, absolutely, Chiquita. But Jamie has that quality, and when I think about all of those kids out there, I think to myself, "Fuck! If Jamie did this," and that's my guiding light behind sending the funds through to the anti-child trafficking for me. Jamie is the inspiration behind that. Well, she hasn't always been. I met Jamie after I started doing that, but I didn't find out about Jamie until then, and every time I send the money through to them, I think about Jamie. So, yeah. Yes, it is. Now, for some reason, Jamie, they're showing me this divine timing card, and it says on the front of the card, sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust in the universal flow. All right? Stop pushing so fucking hard, Jamie. Allow things to happen in divine timing. She reminded me of that this morning. There you go. There you go. Okay. Divine timing. Surrender to it. And then they're showing me the surrender to prayer card. And it says, give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from the heart, you will be heard throughout the universe. And I know you are heard, Jamie. I know that you sit on those intersections all the time. I understand. I think I understand that, you're up in these realms all the time, and that you are being heard. You have been called to do what you do in this life. And yes, it is your last life here. And I hope, Jamie, that you're here, that I'll see you up there, all right? I've got to give you a great big hug. You will be heard throughout the universe and answered, and support will arrive for you. Hopefully you can read that, because I always struggle to make it. I can't make it do it. So, but there you go. She's your angel, right? Look at those wings. Look at the energy she's using from source. Yes, Jamie is quite the battler. Now, the last thing I've got to say is they're talking to me about your book, and they want you to forget the results. They want you to not concern yourself so much about the results of this book, because this journey of writing your book is helping you more than you will actually know. And yes, it's going to help many people, and I'm going to get the first book. It's going to help so many people, but they're saying that they want you to understand that in writing this book, there is a journey in itself for you. Yes, been praying way more to my father for guidance. Yeah. Oh, Tina, you're all emotional now too. Yeah, well, I'm still sniffing, so it's hanging. It's there, but I do that sometimes. Jamie means a lot to me. So, Chiquita, I want to thank you for paying it forward for a reading for Jamie. And her homework, Jamie. Your homework. Sorry. Jamie, your homework is to get outside, all right? It's not hard. I know you're agoraphobic. I really do. But they want you to get out and start doing something with earth. Healing journey from for her, this book is. Yes, absolutely. It is, Chiquita. I've had so many kids counting on me for this. It's so hard not to worry. Yeah, but they want you to surrender to the worry of that. All right. Remove the outcome because you know it's going to happen. So they want you to not focus on the outcome of that. Okay. And I know that there are people and kids counting on you for this particular book, but you are there for them at the moment. Okay. And that is enough. That is the way it's meant to be. So forget the outcome so that you can concentrate on the written word itself. And they're showing me that it's almost like you've put your energy. It's like I'm picking up my pen and I'm feeling the energy of your words as you write them. That's what they want you to do. Thanks, Nicole. Thanks, Nicola. I'll have a look and see if I can't pull it up. Jamie, that's all they have for you. So that was a fair bit. I don't even know what the timestamp on that was. Yes, my words carry great energy. Yes, but that's what I'm picking up. I can feel the energy, and I'm not just saying that, Jamie. All right, you know I can feel this. I can feel the energy in the words that you write. I don't know whether you type it or whether you write it, but I just feel the energy as you're writing the words, and that's why this book is going to be so good. It's as Chiquita said, it's very healing for you. Okay, I can see your question, Grace. Started about 1:30. Okay, thank you, Penny. It makes people think of our kids. Yep. It's got to get out there to people who don't generally read. It's going to get out to a market of people that don't generally read information like that. You're so welcome, Jamie. Hugs. Hugs. I don't usually get to read for you, so it was very kind of Chiquita to send that through. Jamie, they're just bringing up that fire energy again. They want you to do something with it. So can you please do something about this fire energy? Chiquita, can you stay on top of that for me? Because I'm going to forget that I've said this to her, but they keep bringing back this fire energy and they want you to work with it. They want you to go outside and ground. Take your coffee out there if you need to. Do whatever you need to do, all right? But get outside and use that fire energy. She needs more than that. She needs more of it, so I might have to make a standing donation. She comes in here. Chiquita, usually, on Tuesdays, it can either be, no, I'm not going live, or yes, I am going live, or I'm going to do a meditation. I never know what I'm going to do, but generally Tuesdays now, my Tuesday, and it's 3:33, I'm on for the people on the other side of the world who can't get to my live on the Friday nights that I have, which is 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 7:30. So which is around 4 hours from now. Most people on the other side of the world are asleep, I believe. Yeah, book and grounding. Yes, book, grounding, and fire. Chiquita, the fire energy. Book, grounding, and fire energy. 12:33 for you. Yes, yes. 3, but 1 and 2 adds up to 3, Chiquita. Okay, so it's still 333, which is 9. Yeah, go figure. All right. Okay, so Grace Mills. Just have to have one of my grapes. 9 and 3 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. Jamie. 3 is a very powerful number for you. How can it be 9:30 at where you are? It has to be more than 9:30. It has to be 9:34 for you now. Yes. It hadn't thought about it that way. I hadn't thought about it that way. Yeah, you could play with the numbers. I like numbers. I'm not completely into them. I understand they have, huge significance. I would like to get into them a lot more. There's this guy circulating on TikTok at the moment that uses, I forget what he called them. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can remember. I think I wrote it down. No, I didn't write it down. But they use numbers, and it's tied back to the Bible, and it's tied into numerology, and it's tied into a whole lot of stuff, and it just blows my mind to the point where I don't understand it. Not to be confused with lives numbers. I'm on life past 7. You're on life past 7. I'm on 8. Chiquita. I'm keen to hear your opinion on eating for your blood type. Oh, absolutely into it. Absolutely, Sue. My blood type takes most foods, so I'm lucky like that. But I picked up that many years ago. Somebody said to me, "Have you considered the idea? What is it that you eat?" And I said, well, I eat lots of different foods. I eat lots of different meats. I eat lots of different chickens. I just put it on my plate and I'll eat it, with the exception of tomatoes. But I absolutely agree with that. Be negative, Tatiani. Be negative. I am. 369, for example. I was born on the 3rd. Yes, it's a very important number for you, Jamie. It's like the Holy Trinity as well for you. You work with that. 3 sides, above is, well, it's not actually, it's 4. You don't tell me 3 when it's 4. Okay, sorry, just arguing here. Oh my goodness. If I disappear for a couple of minutes, guys, it's just that somebody's coming in to pick something up. So just give me a minute before I start on Grace's reading. Just give me a minute. Somebody's just coming in. Won't be a sec. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Somebody just came to pick something up and I had to get in there and give it to them. All right, so where did I get up to? Rough. Yeah, rough, all right. She's very loud, isn't she, Penny? Jamie Atkins, me too. I'm an O negative. Oh, that's right. We were rhesus neg here. Wow, Tina, rhesus neg. I'm an RH blood type, negative RH. I'm an O negative, rough. Jamie Atkins, me too. So do you eat for your blood group, Sue? Yes. That's quite amazing, isn't it, Tina? Sue, they always want to take our blood from us. Yeah, they want my blood too. But I gave so much blood that I became iron deficient, and they wouldn't take it anymore. So I haven't given it for a long time because I don't eat enough red meat or whatever it is that gives me iron. I'm not sure what type. I just know I'm rhesus negative. I can take mono. I have lupus, and you can't donate then. Oh, isn't that amazing? Not me. The kids wanted to know. Okay. School. I go through ROGAM when you were pregnant. RH a gram. I think most psychics are negative blood type. Oh, I hadn't even thought about that, Penny. That's very interesting. Oh, just what Sue said. Very interesting. Yes, damn it, 3 times. Oh, Tatiani, all good. No, you don't. Okay. Have you ever looked it up? Have you looked it up to find out what foods are actually good for your blood group? You asked the question before that you were interested in what I thought about the eating for your blood group type. Where did that come from then, if you don't know much about it? Some meds make you unacceptable. Okay, me too. A bit, need to study. Oh no, I haven't. You. Me? Did I say that to you? Oh, did I give you that in a reading a little while back, Sue? Was it you that I said that to? And Grace, let me know if you're still here. Did you check into it? Be right back. Okay, Jamie? All right, Grace. Career for you. All right. You have a decision to make. I get the feeling, because I've got the Two of Pentacles here, you're searching to listen. What does soothing mean? Nicola, does that mean soothing? Grace, I have this card here in front of me that is the Two of Pentacles, and it is telling me that you have a decision to make. Oh, okay, I see. All right. So you are you changing jobs? I just just the fact that you've asked about your career tells me that you are unsettled. Thank you, Nicole. Yes. So when you answer, Grace, can you just elaborate a little bit more? Because once you get to know me as a reader, I'm already 100 steps in front of you. So when you say yes, I don't know what you mean yes to. But I just feel like you're unsettled in your current position. So you have a decision to make about movement into another, and I'm getting that it's not just into a new job, but into something completely different. My company was acquired, and there are lots of unknowns. The decision that you're going to be making, because you will be moving jobs, Grace, and it's not because they're going to kick you out or throw you out. It's because they're just saying to me it's going to be something completely different for you. It's not something that you've thought about in a long time, but you could actually do. Just know that when you are confronted with that decision, that this is the option that you're going to take. See how they're not on the same level here? This decision is the decision that you're going to be making, closer to your mind, all right? And you will be making the right decision. Now, it will feel a little bit strange to you. All of this water at the bottom here is all of your emotions, but they want me to tell you that the decision that you're going to be making is the right one for you. It feels like you're going to be sailing away, and that's actually a boat, I think. It is. It's a sail ship. You're going to be moving out of all of these waters that feel really bad to you, and you're going to be sailing into calmer waters with that. And once you've changed jobs, not sure whether to wait it out or move on. No, you can do both at the same time, Grace. All right, you can have them both. You don't need to wait. You can keep the job that you've got at the moment, all right, and you can still go and search for another one. Okay, don't wait. Don't wait for people. You start making decisions for you. Should I be a proactive right now or just go with no, see, this is what I'm saying to you. Be proactive about it, okay? And you can still be proactive and go with the flow. Right? It might take you a little bit longer to find that position that you want, but you're still being proactive and you're still going with the flow. There will be something that's going to be presented to you, okay? This is the Knight of Wands. You will be presented with a decision for that. So just know that it's going to happen for you. It's going to be okay. And it tells me that there's going to be an increase in your money. All of these are pentacles, and it usually tells me that this person is completely in charge of her finances and that she knows exactly what she's doing with the money that she has. And this could even signify a new business of her own that she could be starting, or, bringing something into being that was not there before. And there it is, your base card. All right, you've put in the efforts. Once you put in the efforts and you've done all the groundwork, again, this is Pentacles. Now you've got 3 out of 4. I'll show you cards that are concerned with finances and money, and usually career. So, sorry, 1, 2. This tells me that it's going to come in for you, and this one here. So this tells me that you will reap what you've sown. So when you put in the effort, to find this new position for yourself, even if you look within the company that you're in now, there's nothing standing in your way from looking internally. It may be a big organization. I don't know if it's a big organization. They're showing me a few people in your department, so I don't know what's going on with that. But you will reap what you sow. So you put in the effort, it's actually going to happen for you. And you can sit back and you can see, you will see the things that it produces for you. And there will be, usually the Justice card comes up to me and tells me that you will be signing some sort of contract, okay? So just make sure that that contract is in your favor. And there again, okay, there's another decision, the Hanged Man, and there's a pentacle. So you've got a lot of pentacles in your card reading, and the deck it's a huge deck. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 6 cards are all pentacles. So whatever is coming your way, it's going to come your way. The decisions that you're going to be making, you will feel like you're the Hanged Man, that you will feel like you're not able to make this decision, but you will make the decision for your benefit and for your highest good. You will see the efforts that you've put in, all right? And you will be gaining more money out of this. Grace, do you actually feel like you're alone at the moment? Do you get that alone feeling? I just feel like you're, a lot of us are. A lot of us are hermits, and I'm being given the Hermit card, but I'm also being told that you need to be on your own at the moment. Okay, so I want you to look at this card, okay? And I want you to really look at it. And if you can, take a screenshot of it, because you need to be there for you. You need to understand who you are as a person, Grace. Interesting relationship-wise. Well, I don't know if you're in a relationship, but it feels like you're on your own. It feels like you're alone in this. It feels like you're constantly on your own. There's another pentacle. Wow. Check this card out. Let me see if I can get it focused. There you go. Can you take a screenshot of that? And my screen is flickering. So this is going to be obviously an important message for you, Grace. Screenshot it. Okay, good. All right. So you're standing on the edge of that cliff. Okay. There's ice all around you. You feel like you're on your own in this relationship, if you are in a relationship. But what I want to say to you is you're feeling on your own for a reason. Okay, so figure out whether or not you belong in this relationship that you're in. And if you do still want to continue with a relationship, find out why you feel alone. All right, it's not good to feel alone in a relationship. It's not good to feel like you're, separate from, or that you have no intimacy with a person that you're with. So figure out what it is that is making you feel alone. I don't get that you are the cause of this. I get that your partner, whoever this person is the cause or the main cause of it. Hi, Lynn. I've definitely been pondering that for quite a while now. Okay, all right. Okay. Consider the Hermit, all right? Consider that you have done everything that you possibly can do for the relationship, the Four of Swords. See how there are 3 swords up against the wall here, and you've still got 1 here in your hand. Sorry, this one down here. You've done basically everything you can to feel like you're part of the relationship, and for some reason it just feels like you're standing on the outside looking in. Hi, Natasha. They're saying that you don't have to make it a priority at the moment, Grace, all right, because you feel like you need to be more secure in your career than you do. It just feels like, your relationship is reliable, but it just feels like a brotherly, sisterly type relationship. It doesn't feel intimate anymore. It just feels like you're there for each other, but, that's not really how you envisaged that type of relationship to be. Yeah, yeah. So get through this, career first, and figure out where it is that you're meant to be. Good night, Tina. Thank you for coming on to the live. How much for a donation, honey? After reading, it's $15 US, the equivalent of $15 in Australian dollars, Lynn. Yeah. So there's messages in a lot of the things that are happening in your life, Grace. So go a little bit deeper. Okay, go a little bit deeper and figure out what the messages are for you. Things are changing in your career. That is also things that are happening in your private life for you as well. And it's not something that you need to concentrate too much on. They just want you to be aware and acknowledge that things are changing for you. All right. And perhaps you need to make some changes for yourself. Yes, Penny, a companion. But sometimes, when we have a companion, there is still that sense of intimacy. But I just get the feeling that it is like a brotherly, sisterly love. And when the timing is right, Grace, either way, I don't know how old you are, Grace, but either way, you will not be on your own. Things are being set behind the scenes for you, whether or not you choose to stay with your current relationship and make it work and just be aligned with it and know that it is going to grow with you. Or if you decide otherwise, you will not be left on your own. There you are, 25. So I want you to keep this in mind as well, right? This is the Lover's card, right? That's for you, Grace. So just remember, the universe has got you covered, all right? This will happen for you no matter where or who you are with. You will not be on your own. They're also telling me to a point, Grace, that you are in some way defensive of things that you do or things that you want to do and feel like that you need to defend yourself. I'm a Gemini. Oh, you're a Gemini. Yes, that is you, isn't it? That's the Gemini, isn't it? The Gemini card. There's a part of you that is feeling very defensive. That's good to know. I'm a Gemini. Yeah, I just read that, Caroline. Yes, for sure. Okay, all right. So they want you to work on this being defensive, okay? Because it's not doing anything. You're not doing anything with being defensive. Why are you being defensive? Why do you feel like you need to defend what it is that you're doing all the time? You don't need to defend it. We mentioned before in somebody else's reading about being proactive, okay? Be proactive. You don't need to defend yourself for anything that you do. You are a person in your own right? You have the ability to make decisions for yourself. And if your partner, for example, doesn't like it or your workplace doesn't like what you're doing, you just be proactive and know that you've got right on your side. So don't be defensive, because being defensive is basically, and for want of a better word, it's like a weakness. Being defensive puts you in that place of okay, well now I feel less than. It feels like a weakness. So communicate in a more empowered way. Okay. make sure that you become proactive and don't be defensive. Like if somebody says to you, "Why are you doing it that way?" You don't need to say because I think it's the best way to do it. That's reactive to that. So proactively would be, well, I don't really need to explain why I'm doing it. I'm just doing it because it's right for me. It may not be right for you. That's just what I'm doing. And there's also a part of you, Grace, because sorry. People pleasing. This has come up a lot tonight. All right? They want you to stand in your power. They want you to stop being defensive, and they want you to start standing in your power. They want you to stop being that person that pleases people all the time. It's okay to do that sometimes, but not all the time. You need to tell somebody what your needs are, Grace. If this is your partner or if this is at your work, you need to tell them what it is that you need. You need to stand in your truth. You need to be the person that you are supposed to be. You're working on it, definitely, people pleaser. Okay. All right. Work on that. Work on that with somebody that you trust, Grace. It's a process. Being a people pleaser is not an easy thing to get out of. It's not an easy habit to stop, right? Because that is there's that feeling that being less than is hard to get out of. So just practice with somebody that you trust, not to react the wrong way. And once you realize that it's okay to say no and that it's okay to do it in your timing, not theirs, then you will find it easier to turn around and say that to somebody. And I've used this example before for other people that I've read for. If somebody says to you, you've got your you've got your whole morning organized, and you were going to go down the street and you were going to get your nails done or your hair done or whatever, and somebody has said to you, "Oh gosh, Grace, I need you to drive me somewhere, and I can't do it without you. This is really, really important to me." And you've turned around and said, "Okay, I'll be there for you." But what you really wanted to do was be there for yourself. Okay? So what you need to be able to do with these people is say, "All right, I can be there for you, but you need to give me 2 hours and then I can come in and help you." Okay? So be there for yourself first and lay down your boundaries and just show them that you are just as important. And 9 out of 10 times these people will just turn around and say, "Oh, okay, all right, I'll give it a couple of hours, that's fine." Yes, so you just need to let them know, and you can do it gracefully, like your name says, Grace. You can do it gracefully. There's just a way with words. I mean, if you said to somebody, "No, I can't do it. I've got other things that I need to do," that tells them that they're not important to you. So the other way of doing that is to make them feel inclusive and tell them, "Okay, I can be there for you, but can you give me a couple of hours? I just have a lot of stuff to do." No, not I have a lot of stuff to do. I can just do it in a couple of hours. Is that okay with you? And they'll go, "Oh yeah, okay, that's fine. Thank you so much." Yeah, so that's the way it is. Okay, all right, Grace. I don't think that Okay, so I'm getting the word competition being given to me at the moment. It's like somebody is competing against you. It's like, I am better at this than what you are. I can do this better. I am going to get what I want, and I won't care about your feelings when I do get what I want. Somebody is trying to get away with something, Grace. I'm not quite sure what this is, but somebody is trying to get away with it. All you need to know is that being forewarned is being forearmed. So if you get that red flag from somebody, just know to be very careful about the way you choose your words when you speak to them. They're trying to get away with something. They're not giving you all of the information. They feel deceitful. They feel like they've not got your best interest at heart. So just take it on board. Okay. Okay, Grace, that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for your donation. Okay. Thank you for allowing me into your energy. Yes, please show the love hearts coming across the screen. I can't see any. Show the love hearts. Got to get those algorithms going through Facebook. Just keep tapping on them if you want. You're so welcome. You're so welcome, Grace. Hopefully that has resonated with you. Just know that whatever decision you make moving forward about your job, you can have both. You can go with the flow, but you can also start making sure that you look out for yourself as well. All right? So set those new boundaries for you, and even with your relationship, start changing things up. Very gently, though. You keep telling them, Lynn. You keep telling them. Okay, Lynn, are you ready for yours? Lynn. Natasha, I will be doing what Brooke calls run out readings shortly. So if you still have a question, you need to write up your question when I say that I'm starting them, and they will be very short, intuitive messages for you. Lynn. Lynn. Are you present, Lynn? Okay. All right, Lynn. Now, the first card that I get is the Moon card, which tells me that something is going on behind the scenes for you. It feels like a change of direction for you. It feels like something new is coming in for you. They're giving me the word newness, so it will feel new to you. It's a different way of doing something. So if this is resonating for you, just let me know in what area this is happening with. I just feel like on a spiritual level, things are changing for you as well. It's like your growth has been, and I'll use Jamie's word, exponential, in the spiritual side of things. But something is also being shifted around. I don't know whether you have or are interested in anybody at the moment for you, Lynn, but I just pick up that there's a new person coming into your life if they're not already there. So doing the course with, okay, all right, okay, so things are being shifted for you, right? Things are being maneuvered for you at the moment. Things are changing for you. Cute dude. Not yet. Cool, excited, much. Cute dude, intensifying. Can you just elaborate on that a little bit more, please? Do you have somebody else? Can you hear my dog? She's annoyed because Indy's Charlie's trying to get something from Indy, and Indy won't give it to her. All right, so they're also asking me to remind you that, how do I say that? I just feel like somebody is judging you at the moment, intensifying your spirituality, yes. I feel like you are being judged. I feel like either somebody else is judging you or you are judging yourself. And there's this not good enough. I'm not good enough. This is the whole, this has been the theme for for the readings today. I'm not good enough. Good night, Penny. Love and light to you. Someone is judging me. CNA, judging me. I can feel. Okay, all right. Because I got the judgment card, and it's not helping that you also are judging. You feel judged by yourself, right? They're just telling me that this judgment from another person is also causing you to be misaligned, for you to feel like you're being judged and that you judge yourself. Yes. So you're not helping. You're actually assisting the other person who is judging you, because you are judging yourself as well. So they want you, please, to back off from judging yourself. There's change coming in for you. Your intuition, your mediumship skills will be moving to another level. They're telling me that they're giving me the words that you will be more descriptive about what it is that you're seeing, so that people can identify more with what the message that you're giving. So this journey that you're on is not being helped by you judging yourself. Makes sense. I have such a softy empath. Huge, honey, huge releases. Yeah. I just have to sit with those words that you use. Sometimes, Lynn, it takes me a couple of minutes to understand what you're saying. But yes, you things are changing for you, and those feelings that you're getting when you do your mediumship work, they're asking you to see the feeling, but remember, as an empath, it's very important that you don't feel the feeling, because you're giving somebody else a message. They're telling me that there's something that you need to give up when you move forward. There's something that you don't want to let go of, that you will be letting go of. And they're telling me that you will only let this go when you're ready, and that time is nearing, they're saying. Well, you're good at your mediumship, okay? You're good at giving messages for people, but they want you to sit in the knowledge that you're giving the person a message, and they will feel the feelings, the emotions, but they want you to pass on the message without giving too many feelings with that, without feeling the feeling. And you don't really even need to say what it is that you're giving up on the live, Lynn. It's just that there is something that is not serving you anymore, that I'm being told you will need to give up. And it doesn't mean forgetting, it just means letting go of something. That is with this particular card here, right? The Page of Swords. So you will be releasing something, okay? And that will bring you to such a huge shift. The Two of Swords. It's going to bring a big change in when that does happen. And I just saw you. Makes so much sense. I'm feeling decluttering. Yeah, something I need to do, declutter. I got rid of 3 cupboards and I have so many more cupboards that I need to get rid of. And I can't bring myself to do some of it. So, maybe I could take this on board myself. Yeah, they are beautiful cards. You've got you're another one of these people that are in perfect alignment with who you are and in your journey. You are exactly where you're meant to be, and I'm not saying that that doesn't apply to everybody else who is on this live. It just means that you are exactly where you're supposed to be, and you are doing it at exactly the right speed that you're meant to do this as, and you will know what it is that you have to remove from your life when the time is ready. You already know what that is. It's just that some things are harder to release than other things. You have a new sense of stability in your life, and they keep asking me, they keep saying to me, there's a person in your life that is really important to you. And if you don't even know who this person is, it feels more like a companion to me, Lynn. Yes, I do stability. Thanks for the confirmation. I do stability. No, I don't. Oh, whoop, whoop. Yeah, it just feels like somebody is okay. So if they're not there, it's not going to be long before they're coming in. Not going to be long at all. And I'm just also picking up, Lynn, I don't know what's happening with any inheritances or anything like that, but I just feel that there's money coming in from some sort of family inheritance or family issue that is coming through for you. It's meant for you. They're pointing it straight at you. They're saying it's for you. Yeah, I want you to feel that cute dude because he's there, right? You're doing really good, Lynn. You're doing really good. Just let me put these cards away. Do you have any questions, Lynn? Lynn, they've given me the card surrender to the fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of changing your job, your health or relationships, or you fear aging or passing on, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. Oh, thank you so much. I've been singing heaps. Your voice is... Oh, no. That's the other thing, Lynn. I heard you singing the other night on one of your lives. My God, woman, you can sing. I might have to have its own birth certificate. Barry, it might have its own birth certificate. What does that mean? I heard you. You sounded it was just beautiful. And what language were you singing in, by the way, Lynn? Because I thought she is just spot on. She's not lip syncing or anything. This is real. What language was that? It kind of blew me away. Exceptional voice. Who's mum? Fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. And they don't want you to be afraid of the changes that are coming to you in your life at the moment. I'll share the song I've been practicing. Mum encouraging me. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Now I get it. See, I have to think twice about what you say when you say it, Lynn, because I'm not sure what it means. She sang opera I love singing. I so humble, honey. Oh, that's what singing does. And what I said to you before, I'm just picking up cards now that are resonating with what I've said, and they're just saying, you're on your soul path. Okay, let me see if I can get this to. Come on, guys, why are you not? Okay. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment, which I know you do, Barry, Lynn, and I know that you take on board everything that's being that's been given for you, and I know you examine everything. It's like, if this plan doesn't work, I've got plan A, I've got plan B, I've got plan C, and if any of those don't work, well, I throw my hands up and just let it go. That's where they want you to be. Just throw your hands up and throw caution to the wind and trust that things are being given to you for the reasons that they're being given to you for at the moment. They're saying that this decluttering that you're doing is you're actually becoming, you're showing, sorry, they're showing me your home, and they're showing me that a lot of the things that you want to put in your home are more a representation of who you are. What you're decluttering is what used to be for your highest good, but is no longer for your highest good, and it's okay to let those things go. What you're bringing into your home is more light, and it feels like it's not as, and this is on a earthly level. It is not as dark in your home as what it used to be. It feels like there's light streaming in your home, and the light, they're showing me light codes coming in for you from every direction. You wake up in the morning, the light is streaming through the window. You're looking at those light. You're looking at it. They're also telling me something about the moon. I don't know whether you're a moon person, but they're showing me the moon. They want you to get out under the moon, and they want you to do meditations in the moon. As long as you don't get bitten by bugs like me. I have to let go of a lot of things and had yes, thank you. I understand. Yes, bang on, Caroline. I'm seeing oodles, honey. Yes, wow. I see through the moon. You see through the moon. Yep. Bugs love me. Yeah, I put on my raincoat. I put everything over my ears so they can't crawl into my ears. I put things around my feet, and I just sit out there sometimes. And, sometimes it's, I get out there in the middle of summer and I have to disrobe everything because it's so hot with what I put on. Yeah, I see HLO on moon and that. I see HLO on the moon. I don't know what that means, Lynn. All right, so they're showing me you writing something. Do you do a lot of writing, Lynn? Halo in the moon. Okay. Do you write? They're showing me writing like a book. They're showing me you writing, that you're writing something down. Okay, you do write heaps. All right, they're saying to me this writing is good for you. It's not only helping you go or transition through parts of your life, but it is so good for you because this is your creative side coming out. They want you to harness that written expression and transmute it into some type of message that you can give to the collective. So if you put it up on your page, like if it's a poem or something like that, they're just showing me that it's important for these. It just feels like it's messages that you can give to people. Okay, makes sense. It's my dream to write a book. Wow. Okay. Right. Keep dreaming. Keep writing. They don't want you to send it up in flames. They're showing me no. She's not allowed to light it. She has to keep writing. I like you. Love helping humanity. Ah, yes, I do. Yep. They're telling me that when you close your eyes at night time, you're thinking about somebody. What they're asking you to do is ask that person to come through in your dreams so that you don't feel so alone. There's no need to feel alone, Lynn, because they're with you. They understand that you have purpose in your growth, that they understand that they were a part of your growth before, and they are still a part of your growth, just in a different form. Yeah, I had a feeling that it could have been him, Lynn. But I'm just picking up that you do this. It's like a religious ceremony that you've got every night. It's like hello or good night, something that you do religiously every night. They want you to invite that person into your dreams. Like have a tea party or something. Just do something in your dream and ask. If you can't remember your dreams, then ask for that you in the morning or that you wake up in the middle of the night and remember your dream. Practice lucid dreaming, they're saying. You will feel like you're more a part of that existence with him with lucid dreaming. They're actually telling me, they're giving me a different life with you at the moment, Lynn, and they're saying in another lifetime, a parallel life, that you're actually still with him and that the circumstances are very different. This particular lifetime was meant for you, for your learning now. You as a human being now on your own will develop very differently from this person that is in a different life now, in a parallel life. Yes, drink tea with poppy seeds. It's cute, Lynn. Sue. Um, I'm going to forget everything that I've said tonight, Lynn. So hopefully you'll go back and re-watch the live and remind me what I've said. Um, um, oh, okay, Sue. Lynn, they're also showing me it could quite possibly be, in ancient times. They're showing me a castle and they're showing me the two of you were together in that particular lifetime as well. So I don't know whether you've done any form of previous lives or whether you delve into that. I can't remember, but they're showing me that the significance of that particular lifetime has relevance with this particular lifetime. And that you were able to complete in this lifetime something that you weren't able to complete in a past life. In this particular one that they're showing me, to do with the castles, it's almost like and I'm not seeing you as a queen or a princess or anything like that. I'm seeing more like a not well, handmaiden, somebody that was important to the hierarchy of the castle that you're in, and that Barry was a part of that. Bang on with what, Barry? Lynn, sorry. The hair was long. that was kind of curly, and you've got this little bonnet thing on. Got a little bonnet, and he's very manly. He's very muscly, but you both wear clothes that are not really clothes that have just been bought yesterday. They feel like they're clothes that have been worn for a long time. Past lives, bang on with that. Okay, all right. Yeah, they're just showing me sketches of things. I can't quite make out what it is, but very meaningful. This particular life has a lot of relevance to what happened in that particular life for you, Lynn. All right. So if you have more knowledge about that particular life, and as I said, it feels more like a handmaiden, or it doesn't feel like you were a person that was in charge. It just felt like you were helping somebody, again, helping somebody. You were wise, and when you spoke, people listened to you. And they're telling me that Barry was there to help you do something. I'm not quite sure what that's all about. And again, I'm going to forget everything I've told you, and I don't even know why this is coming up at the moment, but it is. And that particular life has some sort of relevance to do with this life. So I don't know what the relationship between the two of you was. It feels like it was very close between the two of you, and it feels like his what I call exit date, or his leaving date from this particular dimension, was deliberate. It had to be done that way, and you're learning so much from that particular from that relationship that you had with him. It feels like you've had this with him ever since you were knee high to a grasshopper, like in school, high school or something. It feels like a long-term relationship. Asked him to give me some messages. Okay, all right, you do that. And I'd be interested to know what messages are coming through for you and what relevance. As I said, I'm going to forget everything that I've said to you. But it's got something to do. They're showing me a castle. They're showing me the castle wall. They're telling me that you got into trouble for something as well, and that he tried to defend you. I'm going to forget this, Lynn, because this is just information that's passing through me. You got into trouble for something, and they're showing me a wall. It's not a nice image that I've got at the moment, and he tried to help you through something, and it didn't work. I mean, he has come through with messages from you. Yes. Oh, yes. Mm. Mm. Yep. All right, Lynn. They're telling me that I have to stop here because I'm not completely sure what it is that they're trying to show me here. So that means it's time to stop, and they've basically just shut the door on my face. They started doing that about 8 months ago. So they just close the door and say, no, enough. You've given her enough to think about. You've given her enough to move into. Even if you move into this in a dream state, just work with that and see what relevance it has to do with this particular lifetime. And you'll do well with this course that you're doing at the moment. I don't know what course you are doing with James, but you will do well with it, Lynn. So stay in your power. Stay with who you are. You have a unique way of giving messages to people, and you must never forget that. All right? We are super close muscly in life also. Yeah, we are super close muscly in... Oh, you're talking about Barry there. Okay, love the hearts. Thank you so much. Perfectly, honey. Wow, thank you so much. Amazing. Thank you. You're so welcome, Lynn. You're so welcome. So very welcome. Okay, Lynn, that was for you. All right. I just have to disconnect from the energies that I've been sitting in, because they were very strong messages today. It would be really good for those of you who are still left if you could just give me a bit of feedback on, through Messenger or whatever, and just let me know how it resonated with you when I did read for you. I forget how much you gave me the opportunity to start your journey last year. That's what I do, Lynn. That's what I do. I'm trying to get somebody else to do that as well. And this one is a little bit scareder than what you were. Imagine that. Yes. All right, then. Okay, so there are a number of people sitting in the background there. It will be your turn. If you... thank you so much, Lynn. Thank you. Yes, you were nervous, but this particular person is more nervous than what you are. Anyway, we'll let that go to the gatekeeper. Thank you for your donation, Lynn. Muchly appreciated. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a few. What I want you to keep doing, people, if you have a question, I need to have a question. Don't just ask for a message. Ask your question, and I will see what comes through for you. If you have a question, ask. Please only one sentence, any guidance, not a specific question. Is my partner's intent to be content to have his cake and eat it? No, Natasha, they're telling me that is not good enough. He can't have his cake and eat it too, and you need to make your boundaries. Your boundaries need to be rebuilt, Natasha. So please make sure that you redo your boundaries. You can't let him do that. If he wants his cake and eat it too, he has to make the cake, and he has to be able to eat it, and that means he's got to be able to. He can't use you to do that. Why are you sorry, Tatiani? Please, one question. Sorry then. It's my partner. Why are you sorry? Who are you saying sorry to, Tatiani? Love a giggle. Is my eye okay? What do you mean, is your eye okay? What it says is brown eye, LOL. Is that his intent though? Yes, that is his intent. And if you allow him, if you enable him to think like that, to deal with that, to have it that way, then he will get away with it. And when I say get away with it, he has the capacity to not do things the way he's doing it. You just need to make sure that the boundaries are set in place, that he doesn't have the intent to do that way. All right? Rebuild those boundaries. No, that's okay, Tatiani. It's fine. It's okay. It's all good. Oh, gosh, my nose is so itchy. With all that has gone on, will I get to ever see my grandchildren again? Deborah, yes, you will get to see your grandchildren again. All right. You have to. They're telling me that you need to start manifesting this into your life. Right? They can't do it without you. There's a bit of negativity surrounding your question here at the moment. So you're sitting in the negativity of never feeling like you're never going to see your grandkids again. What you need to start doing is put notes up everywhere saying, my grandkids are here. Right? Manifest it in the present moment, like it's already happened. I am seeing my grandchildren. Okay, put pictures up of them. They will step into your path if you allow this to happen. But don't do that negative thing where you say, I'm never going to see my grandkids again. I will have my grandchildren in my life. I have my grandchildren in my life. I can't put anything on it at the moment, Lynn. I'm not allowed to. I just used some cream to remove some impurities that were coming up. I'm susceptible to getting skin cancer, so before they become anything, I have to use this cream to get rid of that. And I don't want anything wrong with my nose, so I do it on my nose and my cheeks. Will my eldest son's marriage survive? Sue, it's not going to survive if he doesn't want it to survive. He feels like he's being, I'm getting the word choked. I feel like he feels like he's being choked at the moment, like nothing he does is ever good enough, and that he's towing the line. He doesn't need to toe the line. He needs to show his strength. So, and that means that she has to learn to bend with him. Why do I get the feeling that she's holding the reins all the time and that your son's not? It feels like it's an impossible team. It feels like they're not teaming up together. It feels like they're both heading off in different directions. I'm not able to formulate one question. That's why I was asking for anything from your guides. Strength, Tatiana. Strength is what I'm picking up for you. Strength is what is needed. You are feeling the feelings. They're saying to me that you're feeling the feelings that are happening for you at the moment, and that's okay. But during those feeling the feelings, you also need to make decisions, and that's going to be hard. So if you can at the moment, they're showing me a filing cabinet, and they're asking you to sometimes put those feelings aside so that you can make the decisions that need to be made. Okay. Feel the feelings and make the decisions anyway. It's like feel the fear and just do it. Okay? Feel the feelings, feel it, and just do it. Threatens to leave and takes the children. Yeah, he feels like he's skating on thin ice, and there's nothing worse than being threatened in a relationship to leave, because that's not true love, right? So I'm just getting that they're just showing me this two different paths. This is something that was never really meant to be long term. They want him to understand that there is a new path for him and it's waiting for him. Doesn't matter what decision he's making at the moment, that decision is already been accounted for. So whatever decision he makes, he will be okay. He will get through it, and he will be such a different person because of it. But never give up his power to somebody else. Tell him he has to hold his own power and not keep giving his power away to his partner. And if she says she's going to leave, well, perhaps he needs to do something in the interim to find out what his rights are as far as the children are concerned. Okay, any more questions, people? No more questions? You're so welcome, Sue. You're so welcome. Hopefully that has made sense to you. You're always going to be there for him. Don't ever forget that. I don't know in what capacity that you will be there for him, but I'm just getting you're an integral part of his being. You are going to be there for him. You are like a rock to him. So don't ever forget that. You're very important to him. So whatever happens, he knows that that part of his life, you, is always there for him. Okay, well, with that, guys, and thank you to those who waited at the end for their reading. I know it wasn't, they weren't very long, but that was just what was coming through. I really appreciate you, Carol. You're so welcome, Tatiani. And I appreciate you coming through to the lives, and I appreciate all the donations that you guys are making. So thank you so much. And I am going to go and, because I didn't have any lunch, I'm going to go and make myself something to eat for dinner. Not quite sure what to have yet, though. So thank you again for your donations, and I will be putting up, an event for Friday, and hopefully I will have my person that I normally work with beside me for Friday night. So I would love to see you there. You will send, we'll send you a joke. Okay. Are you talking to me, Sue, or are you talking to Lynn? I'll send you a joke. All right. Okay. I got to go, peeps. I got to go and eat and have something to drink and go outside and ground. All right. Just hand it all over. Okay. Send it off. Send it to me. I'll be waiting for it. Okay, people, have a great afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are in this world. And please just remember to be gentle with yourselves, okay? You are doing the very best you can.